Okay, sorry about that. I've redone this. This is like probably my fifth time filming this video, because my computer's freaking out and I don't know what's wrong with it. No, I'm figuring it out though. So yeah, I'm gonna do the dancer tag today. And I wrote all the questions on the back of a piece of Christmas sheet music, so forgive me. Um, First question is, when did you start dancing? I started when I was 10 years old. I was a late starter. Um, but yeah, that was the summer when I did my first musical theater intensive, and that's the year I really started focusing on musical theater, because before I was just acting, and I had been acting for the longest time. Like, I don't remember a time when I wasn't acting. I really don't. Um, so that's when I started, but my sorry, this is a long explanation. My philosophy on this is that it doesn't really matter when you start. Because I know a lot of people that say that they start when they're 2 or 3 or 4, and that's great, and that's really awesome that you found your passion and you found something that you wanted to do when you were that young. Like, that's really good for you. Um, but I just find that it doesn't matter like when you start. It matters when you get it. And what I mean by get it is that like you figure out that it matters to you, that it's something that you are passionate about, and it matters when you start working hard at it, when you really start working at it. Because when you were 2 or 3 or 4, you really didn't know what you were doing. So I mean, like, I've talked to my friends about it. Like, some of them got it when they were 8 or 7 or 9. You know, yeah, like as young as 7. So I think it doesn't really matter like when you start or how long you've been dancing. I think it just matters, what you've made out of the experience and everything. That's kind of my philosophy on that. So yeah, but I mean, I know lots of dancers that started when they were 2, 3, or 4 and have worked really hard. And now they're awesome. So yeah, that's my philosophy on that. Favorite style of dance, ballet. Though I really like musical theater style dance, like Fosse style dance, I think is so interesting and intricate. I like that. Sorry. Favorite dance songs. This changes, with the style of dance that I'm doing. It changes with my mood. It changes with the experiences that I'm going through. I'm going to say, right now I really like We Are Everything by Brandon Chandler. Greatest Prize by Nat Wolff, mostly because Julia Goldani Tellis is in that music video, and she's on Bunheads, and she's awesome. And yeah, I mean, Lady Gaga can be kind of fun to dance to. I'll probably think of um, some of these songs later. And musical theater songs in general, I think, are so fun to dance to. But that's probably also just me, because musical theater nerd. So yeah. Um, are you a competitive dancer? Are you a competitive dancer? I'm not a competition dancer. I went to a studio for 1 year in 7th grade, and they were a competition studio, and they were excellent, and I learned so much from them. Um, and not only did their dancers have wonderful, fabulous technique, they also had great artistry, which I really appreciated. Um, so I got a little bit of competition for dancer from them, I guess, and I was on my school dance team last year, and every single dancer on there was a competition dancer. Almost every single one. There was one that didn't dance at all outside of school, and one that was a gymnast. That's new. But yeah, I got a little bit of competition dancer out of that experience, but I'm still, like, I don't compete or anything. My studio doesn't, like, get caught up in the competition scene. But, I've heard really good things about that too. So, yeah, that's it. What is your dance flaw? What is your, like, body flaw that you would like to change about yourself? My dance flaw, I think, is that sometimes I don't pick up combinations well at all. But it really just matters, I think, like, the mindset that I'm in, and also how much energy I have. like if I'm really, really tired that day, I find that because my mind is so tired, like it doesn't wander, I'm able to focus pretty well. So like on days when I'm tired, I usually have really good classes because I focus really well and I pick up the combinations really well. So yeah, but on days when I have a lot of energy, sometimes my mind wanders, and it's usually just that way the entire day. Like my mind just wanders, and that's when I don't have as good of a class. um, Body flaw. I have kind of broad shoulders. You can't really see it in this shirt, but by the way, it kind of looks like I'm naked. I don't. I have a tank top on under that. Sorry. Um, sorry. Um, I kind of have broad shoulders, and I just don't think that's very pretty, especially for ballet because it doesn't look great in a leotard. It doesn't look great in costumes. I also kind of have boobs, so I bounce, and that's very annoying. And yeah, so that's my body flaw. Um, that's definitely something that I would change about myself. Um, Favorite dance step? Probably pirouettes because I am a turner. I kind of used to be like a leaper and a jumper, but not so much anymore. Um, what would you like to improve on? I rarely focus on one thing. It's usually kind of a broad thing for me. Like I'm always kind of studying and trying to improve myself in all kinds of different areas. You know, I stretch all the time to get more flexible. I do crunches so that I can get stronger. What would I like to improve on? I like better Italian fouettes actually. Not on flat, on point. I have a hard time with them on point, I really do. So actually, if you guys have any tips for Italian fouettes on point, please share them with me. Um, I also really like to get a little bit more aware of my body. And I've gotten actually a lot better about that, but that's still something that I'd like to improve on. Barefoot or dance shoes? Dance shoes. I don't want to rip up my feet. I just really don't. Tights or no tights? Tights, 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 tights. I took a pair of tights that I'd gotten like wholly and ripped up, and actually I probably have these. Here. I set them apart, but I cut the bottoms of them off so that if I ever wasn't wearing tights and had to dance, I would have tights, kind of, just to put around my feet, because that's something that really, really bothers me sometimes. And I hate dancing in pointe shoes without tights, so I actually keep those in my pointe shoe bag. So yeah, that's the end of my dance tag. If you guys have video requests or comments about the Italian fouette thing, which I'd really appreciate, you know, comment, subscribe. That would be awesome because I don't really have any subscribers right now. Yeah, thank you. Bye.